2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Round one of the Daybreak Classic is about to begin. It's great to have your company. I'm Luke Elvey alongside 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem. And out on the course bringing all the action is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. What a thrilling day of action it's set up to be. Now to the first hole. And as we turn our attention to our featured player this week, it's impossible to ignore the rivalry that's happening with Will Zalatoris.
Luke, I just don't understand why you'd want to start a rivalry with Will Zalatoris. This featured player must be brimming over with confidence.
Thanks, Henny. That's interesting stuff. I'll be interested to see if our featured player does indeed do well against Willie Z. That was wonderfully done. This is her second shot.
Thing of beauty right there, a thing of beauty.
That one just slides by. You know, Luke Donald once made all 400-plus attempts inside 3 feet on the PGA Tour. Well, Rich, that's ideal. A birdie to start the day.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
The second at Pinehurst #2, Rich. Tee it high, let it fly.
It's a big hole. You want to aim it at that waist area down the left-hand side. And from there, open up the angle for the second shot to a green that sits slightly above the fairway. And one of the features that we'll be talking about at Pinehurst, a green that has runoff areas in all 4 directions.
Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be. I'm not sure she's got enough here. Let's see if we can get this one up and down for par. She's played that one nicely. And she needs this to save par. Currently 1 under for the round. The third, Rich, is a par 4, but it's a short one.
It is. Driver not always required by the players here. So anything finding the fairway, we'll leave a second shot of, shortish length to a green that tilts from back to front and again has slopes that run in all different directions away from this green.
Second shot here on the third.
This one headed in the wrong direction, out to the right.
Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Okay, he's behind in this rivalry. Let's see what he can produce.
All right, facing a little up and down here to save the par. An opportunity to make a par here. And she's holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. The fourth hole is a par 4 with an elevated tee shot.
A little bit of a shoot type feeling that you have off this tee to a fairway that cambers left to right. Second shot straight back up the hill. You got a little bit of room on the right hand side that you can use to bank the ball back onto the green. It is a difficult prospect though.
She played that nicely. Sitting at 1 under the card.
Okay, clubbing down.
Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
1 stroke behind his rival.
Time to turn our attention to Will Zalatoris. 2 strokes off the lead. This one is from at least 30 feet out.
This putt to go ahead of Will Zalatoris.
This one's come off the blade pretty nicely. Gee, it's got some good speed about it. Oh, what a great roll. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. And it's a 1-stroke par for our leader over the field. Pinehurst No.2, originally designed by the legendary architect Donald Ross and restored recently by Core Crenshaw. And the 5th hole is a real feature, isn't it?
They've done an immaculate job here. Tee shot runs parallel in the opposite direction to the 4th. Fairway does camber from right to left, so a draw more than likely with your second shot, but you don't want to miss this green to the left. There is a massive run out, and that golf ball will keep going and going and going until it's gone.
Setting up for her 3rd shot. Just a couple back from our leader. Did she get all of that? That's a shame. Had a chance to hit the green, but couldn't quite get there.
Distance control nearly impossible coming out of this rough.
That's brilliant out of the sand. Pretty straightforward 4-footer coming up here.
She's staring bogey in the face.
Just 2 shots back after that hole. Over to 6 we go, Rich. The first par 3 here at Pinehurst No.2.
Again, runoff areas both left and right into some pretty deep bunkers. Finding the green in regulation is going to be key.
Looks to be going with the 4-iron. That's an absolute ripper. What a shot. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
Okay, time to return to the action. Henny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
Yeah, it's going to bank to the left-hand side, this one.
She's got this to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Ah, the birdie just slides by. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole.
This to tie Will Zalatoris.
In the end, that will be a disappointing par after such a great approach shot.
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Trailing by a couple of strokes now. On the tee here at the par 4 7th, Rich. What's the best way to attack it?
Best way to attack it is to be bold off this tee. You want to be able to cut off as much of that dog leg as possible. You want to have the shortest club in your hand to attack this flagstick on another domed green.
Good looking shot this. Taking aim from about 170 yards. Only 2 shots off the pace. And choosing the 8-iron here. Great shot. This putt is for a share of second. And that'll move her up the leaderboard. The 8th hole at Pinehurst, number 2, is a par 5, but works itself back up the hill.
Only the longest hitters are going to be able to find this green in 2, but if they want to keep it on this green, they're going to need a little bit of luck here because this green, no bunkers surrounding it, but there are very few flat spots around it. If you want to make birdie, you better have a keen short game.
She's gone OB with that shot. Sitting at 1 under. Oh, that was flushed. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
He's got some work to do, but he's only 1 back from his rival.
Let's return to live play now. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
And from around 135 yards,
this is a bogey putt coming up. John, what's she looking at for this putt?
37 feet at least to the cup from here, guys.
Ugh. 5 feet coming up to the cup. And after that, she'll move down to 1 over for the event. And the 9th at Pinehurst, number 2, is quite a unique par 3 to finish the outward half.
Yes, you got deep bunkers both front and back, and the green tends to chase towards them. Anything out to the right-hand side into a little safe zone is what I would call it. That's the play.
That's inside the house of opportunity.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
If she can make this, she'll move inside the top 20 in the standings. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
this one's going to gently meander from the left.
And Rich, this player's in a precarious position. It's probably not something that we focus too much on tour. Right on that cut line or just above it is such a pressure-packed situation.
Just above the cut line currently. It is a nervous time indeed for this player.
Yeah, that one will play.
She is locked in here. I think she might be going for it.
Let's see what happens from the pine straw, shall we? That's a good-looking shot there. This one's for birdie.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
That's disappointing. That's just about 3 feet away.
This one is for par.
Down she goes. Let's head to the next. Just 2 shots back after that hole. Over to the 11th tee, where you've really got to be quite accurate off it, this par 4.
Your driver not really necessary off this hole. You just need to make sure you find the fairway. From there, you've got 2 bunkers on the left of the green protecting wayward shots and a 3rd back right. This is another solid hole.
And this shot here coming up from around 130 yards. 2 strokes off the lead. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Yeah, coming off the back of a bogey on the last hole.
A par putt awaits. So no movement on the leaderboard, remaining at even overall. This incredible collection of par 4s at Pinehurst No.2 continues here at the par 4 12th.
That one was fired out of a cannon.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. Oh, this would be a good putt to make, and with it, a share of 3rd spot. That's a clever play, that one. Moving up a leaderboard and ahead of their rival. And that will take her to 1 under for the event. The 13th hole here at Pinehurst No.2, Rich. Just another one of these beaut par 4s.
Another one of these par 4s where you got to find the fairway somehow, hit a fiddly little cut with a 3-wood or a driver. Again, second shot back up the hill to a green that is domed shape. You need to make sure that you leave it below the hole here if at all possible. This green gets scary fast.
Oh, that impressed me and her. From about 100 yards. Just 1 stroke back in this tournament. And that one finds the putting surface. It's a good shot, but some work to do, however. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
This is going to turn ever so slightly to the right.
And that should secure the par on this one. She finds herself in third place for this event. Rich, we're standing on the 14th tee, and you feel like there's a chance just to get after one here.
Lay it back short of that fairway bunker with 3-wood or take it on with driver. If you take it on with driver, the second shot becomes much easier, and now a birdie opportunity really presents itself. Laying back with a 3-wood, find the center of the green, 2-putt, and get out of here.
She's standing over her second shot. Just one stroke off the lead. Chosen the pitching wedge here.
Yeah, oh no, this one's left.
Unable to find the green on this one. Sitting at -1. And from the bunker here, looking for an up and down. And she'll be delighted that's found its way onto the putting surface. This putt is of 9 feet.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
Ooh. Just 3 feet to the cup. Job done. Let's head to the next. Unfortunately, she dropped a bit in the standings after that hole. Well, you want to win a US Open, a major title, you've got to go stripe it all the way home. And it starts here at the par 315th.
Visually, probably the most challenging shot players will see all week long. There's just a wall of grass, and none of it is flat right in front of you. You don't see the flat portion of the green necessarily. You just see the runoff areas, and usually your golf ball is in one of those. This is so difficult from a visual perspective.
Penny, what's she looking at here with this putt?
Setting up this putt 26 feet from the cup.
She's read a lot of break from the right here.
She'll take it. Big breaking putt, not easy to read. This is going to be an easy par, though.
3 feet to go here to the hole. Sitting at 1 over for the day. Welcome to the par 4 16th hole.
That dog will hunt.
This shot from about 190 yards out. Just 3 back from the leader. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance. 16 feet to the cup. Penny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
This putt's going to come in from the left side.
A par putt on the table. And down it goes. Let's head to the next. Currently at +1 for the tournament. The penultimate hole at Pinehurst No.2 is an absolutely delightful par 3 with some wonderful history, Rich.
I cannot look at the 17th hole and not think about the shot that Payne Stewart hit in there back in 1999. It was just glorious. And when you stand on that tee on 17, that's the only image that you want to have. Payne Stewart swinging, balancing, finishing it. Oh, it was artistry at its best.
Well, she'll be happy with that. She can now get out the flat stick. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
He's currently tied with his rival. Things are getting tight out here.
Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? If she makes this, it'll be a good par. Ooh. Just a short putt remaining here. Now 4 back after that hole. And this wonderful championship test ends at Pinehurst No.2 with an uphill par 4.
Blind tee shot here for these players. That's the difficulty here. Just pick a spot in the distance and give her a whirl. From there, you actually have an opportunity on a flat-ish kind of green, not nearly as severe as some of the other ones on the golf course. Right-hand side will get a strong workout because that is the most severe. But if you miss it on the left-hand side, you never know. Finish in style with a birdie? Why not?
And taking aim from around 100 yards here. Currently 4 shots off the pace. That is a golf shot dialed in right to the number. Well, let's see if they've got the intestinal fortitude required here. This putt must go down if they make the cut this week. And down goes the putt. She's playing pretty well. Made the cut line. That's job number 1 done. And hopefully she can make a run at the leaders over the weekend. And there you have it. They'll be pleased with that, just sneaking through the cut line.
Absolutely. It's always nice, good feeling to make the cut. Some weeks you just don't quite have your A game, but making the cut, always a positive sign.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time. Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is thrilled to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Let's find out who will win the Daybreak Classic. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam. Glad to have you back with us. And our leader is currently 2 under par as the action gets underway on 2K Sports. Now to the first hole. Coming fresh off a win, this player's looking to go back-to-back here.
Can't think of any better momentum. Obviously, the player is firing on all cylinders. Sit back, watch, and enjoy it.
Not a bad play, that one. 14-footer.
She's staring a birdie straight in the eye here.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This looks like it's going to go left.
That's disappointing. Well, that's a no-fuss par to get the round underway, Rich.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Teeing off on the par 4 second now.
It's a big hole. You want to aim it at that waist area down the left-hand side. And from there, your second shot to a green that sits slightly above the fairway. And plenty of runoff areas all around.
She's a top quality player, this one. From around 180 yards out. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it.
John, talk to us. What do you got for us?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 15th.
And back to the course with the live action. Putting for birdie here. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
She's 15 feet away, and guys, I think she likes this.
Just missing the birdie there. That's a shame. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Stepping up now onto the tee of the par 4 third.
A driver not required, just anything to put your tee shot in the fairway. Second shot will be shortish in length, but again, a green that has runoff areas in all kinds of directions. Still a good birdie opportunity.
Not bad. Putting for birdie. She's in a share of 14th place. And now onto the par 4 fourth hole.
Your tee shot through a little bit of shoot there. Fairway cambers from left to right. Next shot straight back up the hill. You got a little bit of room out to the right hand side that you can use to bank your golf ball off of and get it back on the green. This is a daunting prospect of a hole.
Handy effort, that one. This shot from around the 200-yard marker. Just 2 shots behind. Well, that sets up a birdie putt, even if it is from long range. Chance to get one under the card with this putt. And he's down there. You got a read?
It's a tough read, but it's got a little bit of left to right break on it.
Oh, she's hit a good putt here. Like the look at the line. Great speed. Wow, what a putt. She finds herself in a share of 4th.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
We've arrived now at the par 5 5th hole. That one's heading out to the right. And here we are with the third shot. One stroke off the lead. And that'll do. She's out on the putting surface. An opportunity here to move into a tie for first. Oh, and gets the putt to drop. What a great display of resilience on this hole.
That's what I'm talking about. Nicely done. Up and down for the birdie out of the bunker.
And after that hole, this player is currently tied at the top of the leaderboard alongside the ever-present Colin Morikawa.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Going with the 4-iron here. That's a bad error to make there. That's headed right. And from the bunker here. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
It's just about 3 feet away.
This one, just for a bogey.
The putt drops, and we're moving on. Currently at -1 following that hole.
Unfortunately, backing up slowly but surely on that leaderboard, Luke.
Oh, I could watch that swing all day. That's beautiful. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 155.
This is from miles away. Henny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
You know, I've been prowling around. It's definitely uphill and moving to the right-hand side. Starts off looking good.
Come on.
You know you want to. You know you want to.
Oh, so close. Par putt coming up here. Well holed. Let's move on. She's currently tied for 5th. On the tee now with the par 4/8.
Only the longest hitters are going to be able to find this green in 2, but if they want to keep it on this green, they're going to need a little bit of luck here because this green, no bunkers surrounding it, but there are very few flat spots around it. If you want to make birdie, you better have a keen short game.
Well struck.
She has got to like the look of this one. I know I do.
Now that looked pretty good the whole way. And this putt to move into a tie for first place. Nice one. 4th birdie of the day. And after that, she'll move to 2 under for the tournament.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Teeing off now on the 9th hole.
Yes, you got deep bunkers both front and back, and the green tends to chase towards them. Anything out to the right-hand side into a little safe zone is what I would call it. That's the play.
opting for the 6 iron. Yeah, that was a safe play. 15 feet to the cup.
This for back-to-back birdies.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
This is just going right the whole way along.
What a disappointment. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. Tied at the top, Rich, with the back 9 here left today.
Well, grabbing a share of the lead going into the final 9 holes. This is exciting stuff. This is exactly the position you want to be in.
Oh my, that was launched. And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Still in the lead now after that hole. Here we are at the 11th, a par 4.
Your driver not really necessary off this hole. You just need to make sure you find the fairway. From there, you've got 2 bunkers on the left of the green protecting wayward shots and a 3rd back right. This is another solid hole.
She's better than that. That'll be disappointing. Oh, that was picked cleanly. This one's got plenty of legs. Yep, that shot's safely on the green. Good chance to move deeper under the card. This putt's for 4 under.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Now leading by 1 shot. A long par 4 this hole. Good shot there, Beamer. This is her 2nd here. Currently in the lead by a shot. This is beautiful to watch.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
And with that, she's going to extend her lead on the field. And she's our leader. The 13th hole is a par 4.
Another one of these par 4s where you got to find the fairway somehow, hit a fiddly little cut with a 3-wood or a driver. Again, 2nd shot back up the hill to a green that is domed shape. You need to make sure that you leave it below the hole here if at all possible. This green gets scary fast.
Sitting at -4. Okay, that'll work. 19 feet to the cup. And he's down there. You got to read.
Okay, this one starts out pretty straight, but it will go left at the end.
So close. Putting for a par now. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 14th is a par 4.
Decisions to be made. Do you take driver and try and fit it around that fairway bunker, or do you take 3-wood and lay it back of it? If you take driver out, you're going to have such an easier second shot. 3-wood, a much longer shot, but there is room to bounce this golf ball into the screen, not as severe on the edges as others.
Setting up in some very deep rough. This one needs to kick left. Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
And this putt is for birdie 3 on the scorecard. John, what's she looking at for this putt?
Well, this putt is looking at to be about 23 feet.
Giving this one ample room out to the right.
Just 3 feet to the cup.
This for par.
And she's maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that. We find ourselves on a par 3 here.
This green is so difficult. It sits above you just enough, and it doesn't look like there's anything there. You're hitting to a wall right in front of you, and all you can see is the golf ball disappearing in every direction other than right in the middle of this green. This is visually probably one of the difficult shots on this course.
Well, this will be a big putt to make. The birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Penny, take us through this putt. What's she facing?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter.
That's well judged. Good speed, good line. Putting for par. The putt drops, now at 4 under with just a few holes to play.
With just a small sliver of a lead, this could go any different direction down the stretch.
Never easy playing out of those fairway bunkers.
And it's coming out of the sand. Not sure if it's enough, though.
It's a little wayward.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
Well, that was well played. Hit with confidence. She can now grab the putter. She has this remaining for her par. And there it is. Well, with that good play, this person is now in first on the leaderboard, with Colin Morikawa in second. Now at the 17th hole.
People talk about Payne Stewart's winning putt on the 18th hole back in 1999, but the swing that he made on 17 that year is the one that every player should envision when they stand on this tee box. It was beautiful. It was artwork. It was poetry in motion. It's how you should swing the golf club. This is the only image in my mind when I play this beautiful par 3.
A birdie putt awaits. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Looks like this will move to the left-hand side as it goes up the hill.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. After that hole, this player currently is in first place with Colin Morikawa close behind. Well, this is when the adrenaline really starts to kick in. Leading the tournament with the final hole to play. Good luck.
Ooh, that was a little bit of an interesting pass at it.
Second shot here on the 18th hole. Going with the pitching wedge here. This one looks like it's going right. Always frustrated by missing a green.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
This would be a great up and down. Well, this is right down the pipe. How about those hands? The hands of a surgeon. A great way to close out the day with a little chip in. And Rich, you know all about this. It's hard just to win once on the PGA Tour, but going back to back.
Impressive. Absolutely impressive. Winning breeds winning, but it also takes a lot out of you. So to contend again the week after winning, boy, I'd say this player is something special.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy, I'm Luke Elvey saying so long from 2K Sports.